So you obviously agree with me that the purpose of being here is to learn to pull away all those things and learn to be love.
Yeah, well, we already are love. That's who we are, it's how we are, it's how we were created, it's how we actually breathe every single breath, and how we commune with each other. But yeah, I would say that the lesson of coming to this planet and learning to be here well, doing it well, is to learn to come back to that original deep experience of the truth, which is love.
How, when you're dealing, well, you counsel people on doing this. So what steps do you take when a person or a couple come in and tell you they're miserable?
Right.
And people, they want to find a way out of that.
Right. And some people are really truly in a crisis. And other people are just very sincere spiritually, and they really want to have a very deep communion, and they notice, there's stuff in the way. So I have studied with various people. I have a background in dispute resolution, and I also teach communication skills. I'm a mediator. So there are a lot of things that I do. But the forgiveness counseling is really where my heart and my life passion is, because I feel like it goes the deepest. So when somebody comes to me, I take them through a very simple process that I can explain to you right now. And also I want to just mention that there is a free download from my website. So anybody that's listening that's interested can just go to the website. It's annaholub.com, and you'll see it on the screen probably. To go there and click the free download. There are a few of them, but this one is called the Prayer Sandwich. And it basically has these very simple steps of how to unwind the layers of pain and come back home. Come back home to love. So what the Prayer Sandwich is all about is, it's called the Prayer Sandwich because you start with a prayer and you end with a prayer. People do prayer in different ways, and it's not my job to tell you how to pray. But I will say that this kind of prayer is not about asking, oh, please, God, please help me. I want to create a red automobile. That's not what we're doing here. What we're doing here is just simply arriving into simplicity and realizing in a very, very humble way, okay, I've hit a wall. I don't know where to go from here. I can't do it as an individual anymore. I've tried. We all try. That's part of the lesson of arriving here and having an individual body and a name and a whole history, and we do this individual thing. And then at some point, we realize, I'm not getting anywhere. I still have this misery. I still have memories from the past. I still have feelings about what happened or the way the world is, or ways in which I'm not feeling true happiness. So the prayer helps to set a stage. It sets an energy. And the prayer itself, when we do the prayer, we just simply bring in the kinds of qualities that we want to experience. So, for instance, we could just say, God, or however we want to talk about that. We might say, we might say, life, or we might say, the beauty of nature. Anything that helps you get connected. Doesn't matter what you call it. It's just this desire to commune with something bigger than just this little individual unit. So that's what the prayer is all about: is a reaching for help, and it's a big humbleness to do that. So we're going to get past the pride of, oh, I can do it. Well, we're going to admit, no, actually, I really can't. I've hit the wall. It's the end of the road. I'm out of ideas. I need some help. So we start with that kind of a prayer. We bring in the kinds of essence that we want to feel, like, oh, I bring prayers of trust. I bring prayers of healing. I bring prayers of honesty. All the things you want to bring to your own healing, that's what you bring in your prayer at the beginning. The prayer really helps for two big reasons that come up later. One is when we pray, then we enter into the sacred space that's already here.
Yeah.
So it's a way of consciously doing that. It's a way of saying, all right, I'm going to just rest in the love that's possible. Even if I don't feel it right now, I've forgotten what it's all about, I have to just trust that there's a possibility. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to reach for that. And it's invisible. So it's pretty tricky, because here we are, we're in 3D, and we're taught that this is real and the invisible isn't real. So we actually have to switch that in our minds and start feeling like, okay, well, maybe this invisible presence of love that's all around me and giving me this breath is more real than what I think is going on. So that's a big switch that we have to do. And when we say, all right, I'm ready to pray, that's one of the things that goes on inside of us.